I want to know what the box put happened a while ago. I honestly am so clueless as to what happened. I have no idea what happened a while ago. The universe I try to fight against me. On a there, on a here, on a there, on a there, on a there, on a there. Man, I wait for more of the people that reach on the live. Oh God, I'm a pajama. I can't show you this. Yeah, so I'll go on everybody. Somebody up there, Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, I'm here. I don't have no idea what happened to the live a while ago, but I know what kind of mess happened on the live just now. So let me just update. Yeah, there, me I wait on how much people up on the live? The live get corona, Jesus Christ. Yes, so what we're talking about now is the whole entire corona epidemic and trying to see like how you guys feel nowadays with social media. One man can say that and it's viral. Everyone believes it without. That is true. Katie and Fairweather, I will bathe momentarily. Okay, I will bathe momentarily. I'm going to be at my house for a very long time. I will not be leaving. So I have ample time to take a shower. Yeah. But yeah, so what I was saying right now is I think a lot of us are panicking. A lot of us are doing a lot of the way you call it the panic buying where we are run gas shop and I buy all kind of things to stock up in the house like tissue and them things here because we're afraid say yo maybe the world will go up on lockdown and we need a little foods that we need for you for like got to show and have things to clean up and all of them little things there. But I'm just like yo don't do that. Don't do that because when you buy up all the little things them and the person when need for protect for themselves can't get to do it and them come around you have to just get what they don't get. Someone say I need to talk to UTech president. UTech not lucky yet. Boy, you know them something like when you got a university, university under different management and Andrew Holness he has said that him not really have the power for go and tell UTech and UA what them can or cannot do. So them have them own them can do that at their own discretion. Philippa, hi as well. Continue to share the live burritos. I wanted to have the conversation going. And so we can just try to hear out as many things as possible. So what I want you guys to do right now on the live, I want you guys to give me one word for describe how you feel about the coronavirus. I want you guys on the live now to just comment one word to describe how you feel about the coronavirus right now. What the one word is? Just watch a video where the person fighting over a few cases of toilet paper in a supermarket. Suzanne says she's afraid. Danielle said hell. Georgia said annoyed. Nervous, 2 Caribbean girls. Nervous. Lisa said nasty. Scott says overhyped. Okay. Rochelle said terrified. Kadian says me love it. And the hurricane like when a little bit, Alicia says worried. Philippa says confused. Diadem says uncertainty. Yoshi said calm. Okay. Nadibu said misinformed. Okay. Amelia said disoriented. You can't tell the pit them, them little words, Marcia Webb says praying. And speaking of praying, I think we should do a prayer right now on the live, even though it's something I don't do very often. But let me go and do a little prayer. Please bow your heads for this prayer at this moment in time. Oh God, I'm very insecure with my prayer. I don't think I'm very good at like prayers, but like, well, let me just try. Close my eyes, please, okay? And do not judge my prayer because I'm kind of insecure about it. I think when you start off, it's like most prayers on turn out Father. I think that's like one of the good starts there. Right? More Most righteous, or do you say, dear Heavenly Father? No, not the one I read. Most righteous and eternal Father, come before you once more. I am just praying that you protect the nation, Jamaica. I pray that you keep us safe. I pray that you allow us to come in contact with all the information that can be beneficial to us. I pray that you don't allow the country to panic and get into a state where we are unable to think thoroughly and to execute our daily lives with thought and comprehension. In your name I pray. Amen. All right. Well, okay. Okay. All right. Okay. It wasn't wasn't bad. Okay. All right. Thank you, people. Thank you. I'm nervous, like them normally. I'm nervous. I'm used to the high school and they want somebody to do the scripture reading. Why am I nervous? Susan said wasn't bad. Thank you. It wasn't bad. I just didn't feel nervous. Joy from Florida. I'm wondering, are people going to be going to church this weekend? Are people going to church this weekend? That is a question. Oh, Lakeisha said conspiracy, we so jump into this. Big other people who got Rum Festival, wanna dodge it. Y'all dodge the bullet. All the people who were at Rum Festival, glad, all the organizers of Rum Festival, must glad because when they get the money, the people them come out and Corona was nowhere in sight at the time. So y'all lucky. Church is going to be full. That is exactly it. I believe church is going to be full. And because I know when you have these moments, this as a pastor, this is the prime time for you to jump in and win some souls for God. Because if you there at church now and when an altar call time, and you have the church leader up there say, come in Tuesday, come in, I pray, come in, most righteous and eternal Father. No, and I say some stuff like that. I believe that there are some people in the audience, you're not too old to give your life to Christ. I know there's somebody in the congregation that is over 70 years old, has lived a very good life, has had all the fun, and is thinking about that moment with Corona in sight. You know not the day, the hour, or the time. So I'd advise you to make heed while you still have life. Because Corona can get you at, them type of something there. I know that's a church going. I know the strips. Oh, I'm hear about, how do I not hear about a public something there for what you call it? For Carib. How many years a Carib shut down? Is Carib still a keep? People still got a movie? That is what I want to know. Is Carib still keeping? Are people still going to a movie? People still got a movie coming in here. Carib still nothing. I wonder. One place they would catch me, but I got no transport center. Nope. Oh, and what the health officials are saying is that if you feel as if you have symptoms of the coronavirus, what you should do, don't just take up yourself and jump going on a robot taxi and run to the hospital, because you'll be putting the other passengers at risk. You'll be putting the workers at the hospitals at risk as well. So what you should do is to contact the Ministry of Health, let them know, probably say, okay, I traveled recently, I came in contact with this person, I'm experiencing these symptoms, and then they will advise you how to make your way to them. So don't, if you feel like you have some symptoms, so whether rush and just run, going, good God, JUTC, but take bus and put other people at risk. Okay? I think that everyone should stay home. What I'm worried about are the people who are experiencing symptoms and they're not going to get paid leave from work. Because we know that Jamaica and this and a lot of the business places, they do not have contingency in place, or do not have the resources to necessarily be able to function with probably a good 15 or 20% of their staff not being able to come in. Kadian say you used to stay home. I used to stay home too. I do all of my social media account on them. So I guess at least that's how we have to do it. Me and Uno will probably just Skype and we'll just live a little life. When I have a birthday, you just Skype your friend, you not Skype. Oh yeah, that's what we used to do back in the day. We used to Skype back in the day, and there was something called Uvu. That was way back. And I think it was that a Skype? Yeah. I think I had to Skype one time back in the day because it was we call it the Tivoli incursion. Yeah, and that is how nobody could go. So them time if you did want like celebrate or whatever, you have to use Skype. So now a FaceTime, WhatsApp video call. I saw you have to go do it. If for your birthday you can't get to go out and you plan one big birthday bash. Why my phone want for all the people them on the live remember Skype and Uvu? Somebody say one case is found in Clarendon. Oh wow. Oh, I guess somebody probably was quarantined. We don't know if it confirmed yet. The government said that they had 5 people that should undergo testing to kind of confirm and see if the number will go up. I do believe that number will increase. Yeah, big up yourself, Yoshi. Katie, and you still have Skype? My word. Thought they had, yeah, for real. Show how much my bite my fingernail them don't manage. Yeah, you have to try to avoid touching your face. And one of the things is just like it's so weird. Like as much as them say like you shouldn't panic and you shouldn't worry. It's about the treatment that it's about how you will be treated and how your life will be affected. And even your finances and your ability to probably take care of your kids. So imagine you as a mother or a father and you end up, you get the coronavirus now and say you're a single parent now and you think about your kids, how they're going to be able to take care of your kids. You have to go find arrangements for deal with that. And if you're not working then in terms of how you're going to get money. So when a time for cover about the bills them now, you're going to hear landlady or come over. Like all of these different things are how you can get affected. Worse if you went to work now and you pass it on to your co-worker. All of them something there. Bear in mind that you can survive, but it's the unnecessary discomfort and inconvenience and the pain that you will have to suffer through it. And that make the whole entire thing so stressing. Because as I said, most of the people who have the coronavirus will survive. Most of the people will survive, but trust me, is the inconvenience. When there was what you call it, chikungunya, and you have all of these other little things happen, it never progressed to the point where like so many different systems and economies had to be shut down. Like bad to bad, you get a little giant pain with the chikungunya and yeah. But in terms of the whole society just get affected like this, yeah man, this definitely worse. I see somebody you guys are talking about the fact that the Andrew Holness, he put out that the school should be closed for the next 2 weeks. Yeah, for every information, I'm telling you, people go on Instagram right now to Andrew Holness's page or go on the Ministry of Health's website. Go to Instagram or Twitter on the Prime Minister page. The information is posted there. Or you go on social media and look for Dr. Christopher Tuftad. I think he's been doing a good job. But him look tired though. Look tired and stressed out. I can't imagine. I think the man they sleep. Rochelle Smith, he went on live some time ago. You can go on the Prime Minister's or Television Jamaica's social media YouTube page and look at the video because he mentioned it. I can't remember if it was Yardman. Was it 14 working days?
14 actual days.
Oh, 14 actual days. Okay, so that includes weekend and beer things. Okay, so it's 14 actual days. Yeah man, the information is there so you can go and check it out man. Just check out all of the Ministry of Health. Just go Ministry of Health and you'll get all of the information.
And you have to be 14 actual days because that aligns with the amount of time it actually takes for the virus to incubate.
Okay. I think right now is a really bad time for anybody to catch the flu. Because the way everything kind of set right now, you don't know if it's the corona or actual flu. So because as I said earlier, man, I make one little cough and I saw people ready for go pray you. You make one little cough, one little sneeze, and people are looking at you with the side eye. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Tayana Baker. You can also check out JIS pages. That's on them. I think you're on Instagram and on Facebook as well. That's the Jamaica Information Service for all of the information. Thank you, for adding that, Tatiana Baker. What's Shauna K. Robinson asking? And for those of you who are abroad and have older family members in Jamaica, I hope that you have had conversation with them and tell them so you do not leave the house unnecessarily. Ensure that they have somebody that probably can get food for them so them don't have to be in the public more than they need to be. I think I saw an article that mentioned, say, a lot of the senior homes that they're going to have some added level of support, because we do know that, you know, people who are over 50 are more vulnerable to the coronavirus. Thank you, Jamaican, for providing that answer for Candy. But she said we have to think long term. The government can't just think for now. No matter the crisis, everything can shut down like that. If it happens, we will not be able to recover. Yeah, me get you, Danny Platt, but then the other flip side of it is that if you allow this thing to get out of hand, then that becomes a long-term problem. Because if you look on where going to Italy right now, Italy and New York, I feel it rough. Because I tell you, if anybody did catch the transport center, man, or took up themselves on a JUTC bus, are problems, Because the information that I've discovered is that the coronavirus can actually survive on some surfaces up to 3 days. So like if it's on glass, it can last longer. If it's on cardboard, it can last, for like a day or a couple hours. So when you think about that, you're like, wait, wow. I went to Fontana yesterday, and I have to be mindful that trying not to touch the escalator for the hold on the railing. Because when I say, it could actually have the virus on it. The thing I'm really upset by is the fact that champs get cancelled. That is what hurt me, because I know how hard the athletes work to go and showcase themselves on that weekend. And so I hope it get postponed. I don't know why them say cancel. I hope them find another weekend where them can bring back champs. All if I in December, me work with it same way. That's the only thing. I hope they would have found a different alternative to probably bring them somewhere else and make them run time on a time basis, because we know how important it is. But when you think about champs and the scouts them and the people that come together and the whole operation is a lot of people. My big sister, which lives in Italy, which is a first world country, so it's the first time she's ever seen so much madness in her country happening. Wow, look at that. See there? The Olympics are trying to figure it out, all of these different things. The pen relay is questionable, and as I've mentioned earlier, I supposed to have 2 bookings. Something will probably give me a little coin in my pocket, and because of the virus, those events are no longer being held. So right there and then, that just affect my business. My cousin passed away in Jamaica, and we're all skeptical about traveling. Yes, I understand. And the interesting thing now is when you go look at the ticket prices, some of the ticket prices them cheap. Them cheap. I saw some of this stuff like from Atlanta to Miami are some like $35. Gas prices abroad, like it's low. Danny Platt, that's confirmed. So UA classes are suspended until after Easter. Oh wow, okay.
My friend in Atlanta take picture and gas prices less than $2 a gallon.
Yeah, look at that. That's what I've been saying. Like the gas prices, them definitely low. Oh, okay. Thanks for that, Danny Platt. Thanks for the update. They say if it doesn't, I say You know what me are worried about? Big up yourself, Charmaine, is Reggae Sumfest, because I am there at Reggae Sumfest every year, and I know how that is a big boost to the local tourism industry. And so me I hope the corona thing just come and go by the time there is you know what you call it, Reggae Sumfest 2020, because a lot of people are lose out money, a lot of people, and it's more than just getting sick. Businesses and people's livelihoods are being affected. A friend right now say, you know, her grandmother passed away, and she for come to Jamaica, but right now in time, like, me have to tell her, say, I don't know if more uncle go to the funeral. Because the way how things set, you have to be very careful. What is somebody saying about Samuda? Yes, the party permits are being locked off. I saw somebody post on Twitter, I don't know how sure it is, but this I saw somebody say, like, somebody sneezed in half a tree, and a man take out a knife and must say inflict a wound on the person. I am hoping that that is just a fake news, and that's not the reality, because that would just send a bad sign and say people cannot be that ignorant to react like that. But I saw people talking about it on Twitter, so I am really hoping that it is not true, that somebody must sneeze in somebody's vicinity in a half a tree, and the person's reaction was to inflict a you know, a stabation on the person. Unplug, big up yourself. But we have to understand, realize that this has been happening every couple of years. I know there are a lot of conspiracy theories, and people wondering if it was something man-made, if it was orchestrated, if it is just an attempt for population control or to weaken certain economies. There are these different conversations that are happening, but we don't know what is definitely fact. I do believe that there, you know, that there are authorities and organizations that are working and trying to put together a vaccine. And so I'm hoping that when it does come up, it is actually affordable for all people, and that we can move past this. But I'm sure say after this goes away, this COVID-19, there will be something else, because I tell you, there was swine flu, there was chikungunya, there was anthrax, there was SARS, there was, what else you had, man? Yeah, man, there was Ebola. There were so many things that pop up every now and then. I don't think we're going to manage if the airport them closing up, because there are so many different things, yes, for true. And it's like every couple of years there's something else. And all me knows that 2020 need a start over. 2020 just bad. Couple weeks ago they were worried about World War stress. I know what this we are talking about. Chicken flu, everybody, there are so many different things that popped up. And I just saw it end up where I first recover, allow it, because it will peak, and then it will just kind of ease down and slow down. The year is 2020 start off really rough. Me I hope so the last part of 2020 just pick up, because it can't continue at this pace. Big up yourself, where's the Crystal from the Robinson farm? Shanake say you buy a ticket them already. We hope you don't come down with nothing, so just make sure say if you come down and you have to quarantine for 14 days, that you have that in your plan. No man, it's really rough. See there? People wedding, my friend, they got married, him wedding I forget postponed, like everything. We don't even upload, I guess Kemar never really have it, you know. So, but Kemar, boy, Kemar, I am glad. I am very glad that Kemar never actually, probably never have it. So I'm glad he never have it, because anyone did actually have it, I don't know, and go into the world and do some things like that, there will be a lot more Jamaicans right now having to deal with the virus. Shanake, I'm honestly not sure, but I do know that if you come from one of the countries that they guess that them feel as if you might come in contact with it, they're going to pull you away for a while. You're not going to just come and just jump out and step out. So I'm pretty sure if you come from one of the affected European countries, then you come from the UK, you come from over China and them stuff there, I'm pretty sure they're going to do the necessary checks. And if them say start to show symptoms, then we know that you'll get isolated. Who say Shane say wedding in a fingers crossed, come hope everything just work out. I think it should be fine in Florida. But go and check out the Jamaica Information Service for all of the up-to-date information as it relates to travel. Did I scratch my face a while ago? Jesus Christ, did I scratch my face? But I know you said that. No, my eye has scratched me. You know, Jesus and pain. My eye is scratching me. Oh wow. How do you scratch your face without you scratching your face? Florida is an affected state. Oh wow. Yeah man. So a two we have right now, we just have 2 cases, confirmed cases in Jamaica, and me I pray say none of the cases don't say it reach an actual Jamaican who never traveled. Because when that happen, that's how you know say it can spread around. The minute there is a case that is not that imported case, that's how we don't have problem. Because that's how you know, that's how make you know say yo, that means it a pass from Jamaican to Jamaican. Yeah man, too, and both cases are people who traveled from the United Kingdom to Jamaica recently. One of them is a lady who came to Jamaica some time ago. She came here for a funeral, and while she was here, she started experiencing, you know, some complications, and you know, the cough and the sneeze and the tightened chest, and that is when she was brought in and she was tested and found out that she had the virus. And the other person is an employee at is a female, and she's an employee at the embassy, the US embassy, and so she had to be taken away, and all of her co-workers who she came in contact with, I heard that she went to a Scotiabank as well, and so couple of the Scotiabank staff that came in contact with her, they have had to be quarantined as well, and so you realize the problem will happen. So once you find out so one person have it, everybody who them come in contact with, and so you have to do the tracing. Susan, a lot of the reports that I've been listening to, they do say when you're younger, if you're younger and healthy, that you'll be very much fine. I was listening to Trevor Noah, and he was talking to the mayor of New York, and he was sharing some of the stats, and he was saying that up to I think a good 8% of people only experience very mild flu-like symptoms, like the regular like a flu and the regular like a cough, that the mild stuff. And then there's the other 20% who they have more serious complications, but those are usually the ones who are over 50 and have other underlying medical issues. She's from Bull Bay, across from my family, and my grandmother lives in Bull Bay, so I'm a bit concerned too. And me here, so somebody got quarantined from Clarendon. So right now I feel like we should put a restriction on people traveling from Trinidad? Success, where you get the information there from? I was just talking about that, and so Trinidad has been clean so far. No, where the information come from? Trinidad Express? Oh wow. I'm very glad I never started out in a Trinidad carnival. Can you imagine?
See there?
Oh okay, yeah. Because I was thinking, I said, how come Trinidad go to Trinidad Carnival and I'll know them not end up in a problem? Yes, I read it as well, Nash Free, that somebody passed off in Guyana. No, so them something serious. Oh, so the person who got it. Oh, okay, wow. Oh wow. So you see exactly why this has to be contained, because when it starts to reach around, and so that case in Trinidad is an imported case. So somebody from outside get it and carry it coming out of the country. And my fear is when it reaches Jamaicans with Jamaicans. You see all the people them who they at the toll booth. Can you imagine somebody who working on one of the toll booth them go get the virus? And that person who have to be probably potentially in contact with people who have to travel through the toll and collect the money and them something there. Can you imagine how much people that person could have passed it on to? If them did come in contact with it? Because now it have passed from Jamaica to Jamaica, you know. And then the person they go Portmore, go pick up for them girlfriend, and then pick up the girlfriend and pick up the picnic go somewhere, and I saw it just gone. left, right, and center. So you just hope that it can be contained as best. See the taxi man, for true, you go in a one taxi, somebody go have it left in there, you jump in there and take the taxi for go up Papi UC campus and I hit that. So the problem is not so much of like, oh my God, you're gonna drop down and you might pass away, but it's just the inconvenience and just how uncomfortable and the added level of strain that it will put on your life and the people who are around you. That is where the real issue comes in. Me don't want to have it right now because I wouldn't know how I feel if I know something literally passed on to somebody. And then everybody me feel, can you imagine? You have to call everybody now and I say, Mommy, remember me come to your yard last week for Sunday dinner. Jesus and people feel like you have to go get quarantined too, you know. And everybody who I come in contact with, I feel guilty. The only half decent goodish thing about this virus is that it might appear that people are commit so much criminal activity. That is the only good-ish thing. Because I think 2 days ago, or a day ago, it is reported that Jamaica literally experienced a 24 hours without any crime. And as much as the virus I do that good, me don't want it still. But the little blessing is that the people them who would have gone for create all kind of mayhem in society, they might have think twice because of the environment that we're living in right now. Where the people them now jump to the little criminal activity like them usual pattern. So that's the only little goodish thing. Big up the Robinson family, there are YouTubers in Jamaica. Okay. Yes, Susan, so that's the only little goodish thing. And plus you have the, what you call it? The airfare, the cheap, but nobody no want travel. That's the good thing, the airfare cheap, but nobody no want travel. Picking them glad because them get days off from school, so I guess that might be a plus for them. But I still find it so crazy how something like this can happen and the whole world just a collapse. It is big up yourself, Tariq TV. It is so crazy that a thing like this can happen and the entire world collapse. The whole world just collapse and I don't know what to do. I said the same thing, you know, like if there was a thing where internet just shut down and like there was a worldwide thing where nobody can access the internet, it come like the whole world just shut down same time. There are certain things that as much as you think so we're very separate and all kind of things, you realize that the whole away are one. The whole away are one. The whole away are travel, the whole away in a one big Venn diagram. I saw it stay because the people who used to do maths, I know CXC, I know them little things there. You know, I know about the intersection, I know about sets and subsets. We now one Venn diagram. I saw it set. Stocks all them because something they get affected. Yeah. I remember some years, no, a couple years ago, there was the whole recession thing with the Wall Street being affected and all of that. Sharon said, I'm from London and they don't even want to try and contain. The schools are not closing and big events and gatherings are still happening. That's why it's spreading so much. It's a lot of different things are being affected. Jordan, that's what I worry about. And I don't want to start to think up. And you know, because when you start going at like a conspiracy part of your brain, you know, you start to put together and I wonder who would want something like this to happen to the world? Why would this be good to happen? Like, is there, you know, want to go up on the little lane there. So all we can do is just make sure we wash our hands and we try to spread factual information. Follow the little briefings them that come out from the Ministry of Health, from GIS, from the Prime Minister, of Jamaica, and Christopher Tufton, just make sure so we follow all of them things there. Because it is scary. Because after this, me don't want hear them from the hurricane season, honestly. After the way this have gone, me don't want to even think about hurricane season. Hurricane season better than somebody keep this year. As a matter of fact, summer and the heat, it nobody keep. We think we do enough. We get enough out of 2020 already. Come like me, I get fed up right now. Me I get fed up. Me I get fed up right now because it's come like one of them little move there when the world are done and everybody are up and down and scared. Me fed up now. 2020, this is too much. This is too much. This is too much. This is too much, honestly. No, honestly, hurricane season just can't keep. It literally can't keep. May I talk tweet now. Whoever is out there, Allah, Jesus, Mary, Buddha, Selassie, whosoever, no bother with hurricane season this year. May I tell you, no bother with hurricane season. No bother with it, because if I saw you go on strong, me don't want to know what kind of new hurricane will come from Saturn and Jupiter. It's going to come and just find Earth out of the blue. So me don't want to know where I'm going. All of a sudden, you'll probably hear some Jamaica have tornado. Me don't want to hear them something there. Sorry, me just kind of make a calm down. But like, when me sit down and I think, I said 2020 really are going rough, you know? It really, me don't know, it's like, it really are going rough. And look at me, 2019, I thought about this year going to be the winner. I am not cussing about the present situation, but it's just how this year just, it are going too strong. I am cussing the year, 2020, man. Look how the year nice, 2020. It just sound, you know, Spice All Love song, February 2022. The year literally sounds like a nice year.
People in the start of 2020 visions blind, you know.
Yeah, man, it is really bad. I imagine how many they are sing 2019. This year, me I go be the winner. You know, and the song they are sing that was my theme song. I don't know. I literally don't know. Same thing, Mr. Georgia. It has to. 2020, I feel like, you know, certain things, it might be a lesson where it's not an easy road, and maybe this is just not an easy road part. But like the other half of the year, it has to pick up. It has to pick up. It has to get better. Like this might just be the potholes we have to go through, and when we reach that, it's going to be the nice smooth sailing. Like, but it just have to start. It have to be like this. It has to. This might be a year where a lot of the generations remember. You know that there's certain years where like generations will always remember. That will always be a standout year. Like how we remember the year 2000. You remember the year 2000 when everybody remember year 2000 because everybody did wonder if the world will shut down or if the clock them will stop work and computer or Jesus will come. It's one of them. The way how 2020 have gone so far, it might become one of them years where everybody remember. Like you just remember that year. Just because of how different it was. Yeah, or about with young kids. The good thing though is that the information that I've been reading is that young kids so far literally show a good sign of one, not really contracting it, and also two, of being able to recover very, very quickly. So that's the only good thing that they've been saying. Like the young kids, they seem to be pretty much okay and not really as affected. Oh Shane, will I confuse you? Wait, what was that a while ago? Belch for belch? Yeah, man. You can belch, right? Belch, belching. Yeah. No, I think a belch is okay. You can belch. Because that's not flu. That's not a flu-like symptom.
Oh, I thought you were asking me to belch.
No, I wonder if it was like a thing. Like, because no, I get, like, I feel like a little paranoia reach me a while ago. Like, I feel like check. Yeah, it's like you can belch. No, because should me know them are going to depend on the life and like if my belch, you're going to hear like, God, you belch, Jesus Christ. So I have to make sure I send my information correct. Actually, Barry, the thing is La Nina is coming in 2020. I just saw my ugly out. But anyway, Barritos, I think I'm going to cut from you guys now. I've done enough chatter. Please to remember Everyone is not at risk of what? Yeah, a lot of you been talking about the movie Contagion. Oh shoot, man, I'm a face. This down. Right as Marich is done. Yeah, man, like I've been here for a good little while now. But yeah, man, I saw a clip on Twitter. I saw the preview on Twitter. Barry, my sister is in Italy. She says that they're all on quarantine and they can't leave their houses. Or else they'll get a ticket. Only one person per family can go to the supermarket and back home. That's it. Oh, wow. Yeah, man. So I want you guys right now to just ensure that you wash your hands as frequently as you can. To check out the CDC, that's the Center for Disease Control, to World Health Organization. Check out their website so you can get a list of the affected countries and the necessary precautions that you need to take. You can go and look at Lisa Hannah's Instagram, as she posted some images of exactly how you can safeguard yourself against coronavirus. You can go on Philip Coombs' page as well on Instagram. He put out a video that was talking about the preventative steps to dealing with coronavirus. Go on JIS's page, Jamaica Information Service, Christopher Tufton. Check out him Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. Go and check out the Prime Minister Andrew Holness on his Twitter and Instagram as well, and Facebook, because them have updates regularly. But just go and get the information wherever you can get it. Just make sure it's not a little fake WhatsApp thing where people are forward to you. Okay? Peace out, burritos, and thanks so much for chatting with me on the live. It's been pretty great, and glad to say we can reason like this. Alright, peace out. Oh yeah, I love this now.